Well, hello, Libra. Welcome to your general reading for September. Hope you're amazing. So, we're going to jump right in and see what we have for you. There's definitely an adjustment of um, what it is you're trying to create. It's almost like you're a little bit too dreamy right now. Um, and things are coming into a better or a more realistic focus for you. Not for you to like it, it's something that needs to happen. It's like you're going to find something out or something comes to your realization. Yeah, it's like you've been a little bit too into your feelings or emotions and you need some balance. Yeah, you need some balance. It's like you just need to reconnect again to what's important. Interesting. I felt like it was going to be more specific than that, but that's the overall energy. Let's get in. Queen of Wands. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups. You've been feeling real good about something lately. It's like you kind of dove into something. And it's been quite a focus for you. It's like you've gotten energy from it. Like that's where you're pulling your energy from. Okay. The Hermit, the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. So Libra, you're kind of in a situation right now that isn't, it's like you're avoiding making a real decision or a bigger decision. Um, it, you're in a situation that seems logical or seems right at the moment. But it's like you're blocking something better coming in or like more movement or more progression in your life by staying in one particular situation or one particular event. Okay. Major Arcana, High Priestess, the Hermit, the Empress. Yeah. Intuition, feeling. This is all surrounding your feeling, your gut feeling about something. Okay. So you really don't need to ignore it. You're going to have to reconnect with yourself as well. Yeah. Okay. It kind of feels like, too, you're progressing something on your own without taking into account the environmental situations or what's really going on, like the bigger picture. So yeah, I feel like you've immersed yourself into something, but it's almost as though you're pulling a lot of energy from it. So there's one good thing or something good happening in your life, and you're like, okay, I'm focused on this. It's making me feel good. This is the direction I'm going in because it makes me feel good. And nothing's the matter with that, except for I feel like there's something you're not seeing in the situation. Okay, like there's something you're not pulling out. Um there's not a very straightforward path. Like you need to be aware of, you need to be realistic. Okay. because I feel like there may be consequences to you just using this person or this event to focus on solely. I feel like it's working for you now. It feels like you're on the same path now. It feels like you're building foundations now. If you're dealing with a person, they're not really sure how they feel about you, all in all, but I feel like you're putting a lot more into it. It's something of that nature. You're putting a lot more stake into something than it's giving back to you. Okay. There's a lot of choices I feel like that someone needs to make that they haven't quite made for you. They're not sure about you. They're not sure, but you're like, I have this feeling, I feel this passion, I feel this drive. I want to go towards where this drive is taking me. Okay. So I feel like you're purely kind of going off of emotion at the beginning of this week. The beginning of this month. So you're feeling really good. All you're thinking about is what you can grow, what's going to come of it. Someone is a little bit confused. I feel like they don't quite understand where all of this is coming from. They feel like they're not sure of their emotions, because I feel like this is a person. Someone's not sure of their emotions. But they are working with you because they see your enthusiasm. So that's how I feel like that's coming about. So then as we move forward, I feel like you start to see it. It feels like this person may have a secret or they're holding something back. I feel like you intuitively are kind of feeling it. You're not feeling them open up the way that you want them to open up. And it may be when you talk about being in a relationship or what you want in a relationship, they may feel a little standoffish. There's a little bit of stillness here, a little bit of mystery on if they want to be in a relationship with you or what their emotions are fully. This is a time for you to step back, Libra, and to really process where that excitement is coming from. Is it coming from anticipation, or is it coming from, the connection? Because I don't see a lot coming from this other side. But you're like really excited about it and really driven to it. It's like you've kind of not made up your mind, but you're like, let's nurture this feeling. Let's just dive in type of thing. And this other side is more hesitant or not giving you what you need fully. But as the month goes on, you start to see that more when the excitement dies down a little bit. And when it comes to actually making some sort of connection and not just like doing things together or making plans. So yeah, this energy gets really high to really low really quickly. I feel like the reality is starting to hit for you, Libra. It may be honestly that personally on your own you're dealing with some financial issues. But I feel like you need to step back a little bit. You have this scarcity mentality, not only about your money and your life. You're thinking about your life now. Because I feel like this excitement that kept you kind of in a high place is kind of dying down. It's putting you back at a normal level. And you're thinking about not only this relationship, but all the other things that you're doing in your life, what it's giving you, what you can get from your career. I feel like you're really zoning in on this in September, and you feel a little taken aback. So you're going to pull back from a lot of things. You're definitely going to pull back from this relationship because it's questionable. Your job, your career, it's like you are really doubling down on the truth here. And you see that glossing over things really quickly, or just being like, well, I'll deal with it later, or being hesitant or indecisive really plays a big part here. You're really doubling down. It's like you're deciding to listen to that little gut feeling. It's really starting to take over you in September. Wow. The energy went high to low, but it's almost like it just went high to realistic real quick. Okay. So Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like life has not been the best in one area or another. And this, something has had your focus and kind of lifted you up and made you feel really good. And your idea was to just focus on that. Okay. But the problem is, it's kind of like a superficial, like an illusion. It's like throwing a cloth over something or putting a band aid over the issue. But you were feeling really good. But I can see by those cards that that's what leads you here to it coming back up again. Yeah, someone, it is false because someone isn't giving as much. They're not as balanced. They don't have the same idea for the future or building as you do. Um, but I see you thinking that this is something that is really going to grow. That's really going to be something. You're like, this is the thing that's going to kick everything up a notch, right? So this person just doesn't know if they want to give to like a full commitment, but it's almost like they're playing the game because you feel that it may be something like that. But to them, it's a little bit hesitant. It's confusion, but they do want to do it in the future, just not now type of energy. Sorry. Yeah. You start to see in September that this wasn't like the best. It wasn't the best choice to do this so quickly. Um, I feel like something happens abruptly. Like there's some separation or some sort of distance between you two that happens really quickly, even when you thought that things were working out or that you were on the same page. I feel like it comes up very fast and very like final. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's almost like you didn't see it happening because you were kind of evading that judgment. There was a little bit of lack of awareness because you were so excited. Okay. And it doesn't blame you. It's just like, oh, you were excited. You didn't see this coming because you were excited, you know? Yeah, because you were let down or because someone hurt your feelings or they weren't well who you thought they were. Um, I feel like you're going through a rough thought process because of it. I don't think it's a rough time. I just feel it's more like you're thinking like I wish I would have got closure from this thing that happened. I'm kind of stuck here. I thought this would be the one. I thought this was the situation for me. Because I feel like you wanted to make a commitment or you thought that you were on the way to making some sort of commitment. I feel like it kind of came up as a surprise, but looking at the cards, it doesn't feel like a surprise. It's more like to you, it felt that way. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't the right timing. Um, and you, there were external things that you weren't looking at. That's what it feels like to me. There was something that was missing that wasn't being paid attention to. Um, and it would have been stuck at this point where it was for a long time. I don't see that there was growth coming from it, and it's hard for you to see that. But I feel like this, like the other individual saw it, but I don't think that you saw it. Okay, like it wasn't gonna go past where it was, even though you thought it was working towards going somewhere. Um, you're going to have a hard time kind of letting it go or not thinking about it during this time. The, it's best if you don't try to fight it. Yeah, I feel like there was a blockage on this. And there's nothing that you can do to change it. The focus just wasn't on there being a future or any kind of commitment. in some sort of relationship. And there's nothing that you could have done to work on it, even though you wanted to. There's no kind of choice that you could have made at this point. And that's a truth that needs to be faced. Okay. So moving forward, now you're just focused on your life and how, I feel like this injustice knocks you into thinking about everything in your life. And you kind of get trapped in your head. It's like a cycle. It feels like depression, but it's not. It's just like a low point where you're just focused on everything in your life and how things aren't going and things like that. Okay. Yeah, because everything is moving kind of quickly, like this feels like it moves kind of quickly, like down. I feel like you're looking for things to make you happy. You may also try to connect with people from the past as well. Just spur of the moment type of thing. I don't feel like it's going to go anywhere. I feel like it's more like trying to cover up a wound or heal yourself in some sort of way. But really it comes down to you needing to kind of spend some time with yourself, which I know you don't want to do. It's almost like you don't want to spend that time with yourself. So you're impulsively like trying to do other things or get yourself out as a way to heal from some sort of hurt. Trying to find that thing that kind of puts you together. It's important for you not to ignore what has happened and to process it. Yeah, you need to process. You don't want to avoid this because it's going to lead you down a path that doesn't have any direction. Okay. It's like you're always going to be trying to balance yourself if you don't pay attention to it. If you don't if you don't process it, if you don't understand. It's more about you seeing, Libra, that something was missing here, but you were so excited and overcome by passion that you couldn't see that there was something underlying here. So it's just like letting you see that, don't avoid it. It's something to be gained from you understanding that. It'll help you move forward. Also, I feel like it'll pick up the speed. It's like once you notice that when you get into a relationship, if someone isn't giving you this, if someone isn't giving you the attention you deserve, you can't draw that out of them. It'll help you in the next one so you can move on easier instead of going through this little down hump the next time. Okay. So let's do some advice. Or this is true. They're saying this is true about being let down about anything. Yeah, patience. Sometimes, be patient. Don't try to rush things. Take time to investigate, to learn. Even if something looks good or well put together or sturdy, take time to look at the details of it all. Okay. Get to know a person or a situation a little bit deeper. Freedom, new beginnings, allowing flexibility in a situation, allowing like playful energy. I'm getting like playful energy there. Yeah, and then just be in harmony with what happens. I feel like you just need to be in harmony with what happens. Also, sometimes you may hear lyrics and songs that connect with you. Yeah. I'm sure that's for someone specific. But allow yourself freedom of movement, openness to learn, new beginnings. It's like space to grow. And also divine timing. Okay? Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? Beautiful. Okay? This tells me, Libra, I'm going to say this. You do have dreams coming true. I feel like you don't think that you do because you've been through a lot and it seems like things aren't working. But this spirit for a long time has been trying to shine light on things that need to be like resolved within your life, within your habits, within your soul, that need to be like reworked. And it takes time to do that. It sometimes it takes years, sometimes it takes months. It depends on what's in there. Okay. So you just have to be open and flexible with these new beginnings and learning so you can achieve this kind of like final attainment of abundance for yourself. Okay. And then you have to learn how to maintain it. It's all a process. So it just they want me to reassure you that you can have it. It's not all about stress and it's not all about the heaviness. It's just that this is one other thing, that you didn't see. That they're like, well, notice this, so next time it comes, you don't have to deal with it again. But again, it says, how can you reclaim your power? So it's like, how can you learn from this? What can you gain from this? And then move forward. Okay? I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.